Hello again, and welcome back everybody. But if you're new here, welcome period, and thank you so much for joining me. By the time this uploads, we'll already be a few days into the new month. So happy February, everybody. I love the month of February because it really feels like we're now officially into the new year. January for me is kind of just like a reset month. It's a month to, I guess, let it sink in mentally that like, yeah, we're in a new cycle, a new energy, new year. But February puts that stamp on it and it's like, okay, no, now we're in it. So I really hope that you guys have all had an amazing start to the new month. I surely have. Just so much has been illuminated to me in even this past 2 weeks alone. So many wonderful things have found me, and I really feel like these are some very abundant, like consistent things that are going to carry me into the new year. I really feel like this new year, it's already showing me how different it's going to be from past years, and I'm so grateful for that. So I am transferring that energy to you right now. I hope you feel it. February for me is such a great month to manifest because the year is still young and new. So we have all of this time that it seems to really design the way that we want this year to go for us. We have so much further to go. The year is still fresh and new and it's just begun. So I feel like it really gives this energy of like optimism, you know what I mean? Like we have all of this time to really stretch out and plan to do things the way that we want to do them so that they manifest in our lives the way that we envision them. And that's what this video is going to be about today, because for me, one important element of manifesting is writing. Not only am I a writer, I'm very like handsy, you know what I mean? Like I'm always making something or writing something, or just even different things that I do in my daily life. My hands are very important to me. And for me, I feel like when I scribe or write with my hands, this flow of just abundant energy from me to the pen to the paper, or the pencil to the paper, like from my pen to God's ears in a sense, you know what I mean? Like what I write down, I try to be intentional about in different ways because it can very easily happen for me. So I only want to write down the best things that I want to happen. And that's why I brought over my handy dandy green notebook today, because this is actually my manifestation notebook. Green is the color of the heart chakra. And these are all of the desires and things that are in my heart that I'd like to see in my physical world, that I'd like to be more of in my physical world. I don't particularly write in this journal every single day. For me, it's more so when I have that feeling in my heart of something that like I really want to bring about. When I get that nudge from the universe saying, hey, you need to write this down, this particular gratitude, this particular just outcome that I'd like to have, write it down. When I get the urge to do that is when I pull out this notebook. And I wanted to share it with you guys today because I had that urge today. And I think what I wrote down is only going to help me have the most beautiful, abundant, loving February that I can possibly have. This journal for me is so important and so near and dear to my heart. I'm only about halfway through because, like I said, I really just do it when I feel that urge, when I feel that nudge to get something down on paper. And I only ever write in this notebook in the present tense and in pen. And I'll explain to you why. For me, when it comes to manifesting, I'm a big believer that there are different kinds of realities, right? There's the past, there's the present, there's the future. If we write what we desire from a place of it being in the future always, we're always writing from this place of like lack, like we're constantly striving to do it, and that's great because we know that inherently, right? Like it may not physically be with us right now in front of our eyes, but I think that for me, when I write from the present tense, as if it's already manifested in my life, as if I already have it, as if I'm already there, it helps it become a part of this present reality as opposed to my future reality. That is so important for me, and I feel like I've seen results from this. I'm curious to see if you guys do this as well and if you've seen results. For me, there's just something about that energy of putting myself in that space of having already had it happen to me now, having already possessed it now, having already done it now, you know? So if you don't have a manifestation journal already, or if you are planning to get one, even if you already have one, honestly, I would encourage you to take a skim through it and see if you've been writing from the present moment. And if you haven't, maybe try that and see what results come to you from it, because I really feel like it helps me. The second reason, which is writing in pen in my manifestation journal, I only ever write in pen because for me, this is definite. This is absolutely going to happen. These desires, these dreams, these just outcomes that I want to reach, that I want to have, they are a definite. They are already written and determined by the beautiful forces of the universe. This is mine. It is already for me, and me writing it or having the urge to write it in the first place reaffirms that for me. So I only ever write in pen because I want this to act as a permanent reality for me, a permanent reality of abundance and love and companionship and friendship, of just all of the wonderful things that I wish to have in my life. There's no budging on that. There's no budging on the good things that I know I deserve. In the same way that I said earlier in this video how February is a month that puts a stamp on the new year, for me, writing in pen puts a stamp on these manifestations. And funny enough, I've never ever made a mistake when writing in this notebook. What I mean is I've never had to cross anything out. I've never had to rewrite anything, because the energy that's flowing through me when I'm in that space of scribing these things that I desire, it's just flowing, it's just coming, and there's no need for me to second guess it. I'm writing what's in my heart. And because I'm writing what's in my heart and I'm not thinking about it, I'm just acting on it and writing from a place of having had it now, child, having had it now. Because I'm coming from that place, it's almost like I'm channeling something, like something is being written through me. There are no mistakes. There are no errors, because it is. And so it is when I write in this book. For me, writing in pen for this reason is so important to reaffirm to not only myself, but to the universe that, hey, this is my permanent reality. This is what is going to happen, what I envision happening. Let's make it happen. And I don't write in pen for everything. For example, I have my planner here, and my planner, which is where I write all of my day-to-day activities or tasks and to-dos, I write in pencil because for me, what happens on a daily basis is more subject to change, as opposed to my manifestations, which are just a general vision of reality that I have that's not subject to change. I'm always going to want love around me. I'm always going to want an increase of abundant events or occurrences. I'm always going to want lucky things happening to me, or super auspicious things happening to me. I'm always going to want to live well and eat well and be well. And these are the kinds of things that I write in this green notebook. And that's not really ever going to change. And I think for the most part, as humans, we all kind of desire these core good things to happen in our life. So for that reason, it's pen. Day-to-day agenda, it's pencil, because on a daily basis, plans change, right? But our general outlook on life, I think there should be a little less wiggle room for change in that sense, because if you know your morals and your values and what's really important to you in life, I don't think you're gonna always be shifting what you want from life, or at least that's the way I feel. So like I told you earlier, I really had an urge to get out this notebook today and write down just some of the good things that I see for myself. And I want to share it with you all today and just leave you with this message of really putting down on paper what it is that you envision and want to manifest for your life. So here's what I wrote down today. And for the most part, whenever I write, it always starts off the same, of me being excited or happy for whatever it is that I'm talking about. So here's what I wrote. I said, I am so happy now that I've increased my abundance by speaking what I am grateful for and what I desire from life. Blessings are always surrounding me because I seek them out to thank them. Love is always finding me because I celebrate it in others, and the love recycles back to me. Beautiful events, people, conversations, and moments happen around me, and when they do, I am lucky enough to catch them, witness them, experience them, and thank them. My gratitude for the beautiful things in my life allows for more beautiful things in my life. I am so happy to see everything that I desire surrounding me because I love them for being a part of my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And on that note, I wish you all a beautiful start to the new month. I hope that you manifest everything that you desire for this February. I certainly have been, and I can't wait to share all of these wonderful things with you guys as we move forward into 2023. It's gonna be a beautiful month, y'all. I can feel it, I can see it, and I wrote it, so it is. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and until next time, I will see you in the next one. Bye.